Hare Krishna. Welcome to this Gita Yoga Center. It's a very big session. Anyway, first time so please welcome the soul by chanting once Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rāma, Hare Rāma, Rāma Rāma, Hare Hare. So today we are going to discuss on Bhagavad-Gītā as 8 sloka, 18, chapter 18, text 48, 18.48. 18 chapter, 48 sloka. saha-jaṁ karma kaunteya,
saha-jaṁ karma kaunteya,
sa-doṣam api na tyajet,
sa-doṣam api na tyajet,
sarva-ārambhāḥ doṣeṇa,
sarva-ārambhā
dhūmenāgnir ivāvṛtāḥ, saha-jaṁ karma kaunteya,
saha-jaṁ karma kaunteya,
sa-doṣam api na tyajet,
sa-doṣam api na tyajet,
sarva-ārambhāḥ doṣeṇa,
sarva-ārambhā
dhūmenāgnir ivāvṛtāḥ, saha-jaṁ karma kaunteya,
saha-jaṁ karma kaunteya,
sa-doṣam api na tyajet,
sa-doṣam api na tyajet,
sarva-ārambhāḥ doṣeṇa,
sarva-ārambhā
dhūmenāgnir ivāvṛtāḥ. Translation Prabhu ki
Jai.
Somebody can read translation.
Every endeavor is covered by some cloud, just as fire is covered by smoke. Therefore, one should not give up the work of his nature. O son of Kuntī, even if such work is full of toil.
In conditional life, all work is contaminated by the material modes of nature. Even if one is a brāhmaṇa, he has to perform sacrifices in which animal killing is necessary. Similarly, a kṣatriya, however pious he may be, has to fight enemies. He cannot avoid it. Similarly, a merchant, however pious he may be, must sometimes hide his profit to stay in business, or he may sometimes have to do business on the black market. These things are necessary but cannot avoid them. Similarly, even though a man is a Shudra serving a bad master, he has to carry out the order of the master even though it should not be done. Despite these flaws, one should continue to carry out his prescribed duties, for they are born out of his own nature.
A very nice example is given here. Although fire is pure, still there is smoke. Yet smoke does not make the fire impure. Even though there is smoke, the fire is still considered to be the purest of all elements. If one prefers to give up the work of kṣatriya and take up the occupation of brāhmaṇa, he is not assured that in the occupation of brāhmaṇa there are no unpleasant duties. One may then conclude that in the material world, no one can be completely free from contamination of material nature. This example of fire and smoke is very appropriate in this connection. When in the time one takes a stone from the fire, sometimes smoke disturbs the eyes and other parts of the body, but still one must make use of fire despite disturbing conditions. Similarly, one should not give up his natural occupation because there are some disturbing elements. Rather, one should be determined to serve the Supreme Lord by his occupational duty in Krishna consciousness. That is the perfection point. When a particular type of occupation is performed for a satisfaction of the Supreme Lord, all the defects in that particular occupation are purified. When the result of work are purified, when connected with the devotional service, one becomes perfect in the seeing the self within, and that is self-realization.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Dādana Mahaprabhu's Vinurupagana Mahaprabhu's कृष्ण कृष्णात्मक श्रीमते जयता स्वामी आचार्य पादाय गीता को प्रदाने गरुड़ बंधने नगरगामी नमो विष्णु पादाय कृष्ण कृष्णात्मक श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निधिनामी नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशगामी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरवृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे पंचकल्पतरुश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यो पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण. So very beautiful sloka. Saha-jaṁ karma kaunteya. So Krishna is explaining how this material world is designed, and he is also explaining how we have to work. Every endeavor is covered with some fault. What is the meaning of fault? What is the difference between fault and mistake? What is the difference between fault and mistake?
Mistake can be corrected, fault cannot be.
Okay, some other opinion? Fault is a small, minute thing. Mistake is a big thing, right? Am I right or wrong? I mistakenly did this thing, I fought it. This mistake is irreparable. I mean, you have to pay that. Fault is a small version of mistake. So, in this world, कोई हमको करना चाहता है उसके अंदर थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम है. तो कैसा है तो ये दुनिया में गोल्ड है ना, 24 कैरेट गोल्ड है, इसी से आपको ऑर्नामेंट्स बना सकता है नहीं. You can't make ornaments with 24 carat gold. So what they do? They add some copper, so it becomes 22 carat. Then they can make. How many of you purchased the diamonds? Gold ring with the diamond, कितना लोग खरीदा है? वो गोल्ड कितना कैरेट है? क्यों 18 कैरेट? ये क्यों गोल्ड डायमंड का 22 कैरेट नहीं आता? The diamond has to come, the gold has to go to the 18 carat, minimum 18 carat. If it is 22 carat, they can't make a diamond ring. Right? So, this world is designed in such a way, if you want to do something, there should be some good thing and bad thing. But, forget about the bad thing, see only the good thing. It's very, very important. See, 18 carats comparatively less value than the 22 carat. But the gold is coupled with the diamond, the value is more or less. This is the one point. So, in the service of Krishna, even if we have hundreds of faults, don't worry, just continue your service. Okay, there was one pot. The gardener used to carry 2 pots. नॉर्थ इंडिया में आपको दे सकते हैं, बड़ा स्टिक में दोनों साइड पार्ट को रखकर वो कैरी कर ऐसे चलता है. हाँ, ऐसा हो. अभी भी नॉर्थ इंडिया में मैंने देखा है. यहाँ पर 2 साइड साइकिल में डालकर रोप डालकर ले. So that time it was mud part. The gardener used to carry water and and they use that water for gardening purpose. One day एक पार्ट में छोटा सा होल हो गया. अभी क्या हो जाएगा? पूरा पानी So the part spoke to the gardener, my dear master, just broke me. I am not really used to fire. Because now I am with some fault. So the gardener told, I know what to do with you, so please chop down. So this guy, the gardener, took this part out and painted, and put some flowers and kept it in the altar. कहाँ रखा? भगवान के altar में रखा. क्यों? ये उसको क्या बना दिया? Flower vase बना दिया. पहले क्या कर रहा था? Just fetching water. Now flower vase. So when we serve Krishna, even we have fault, Krishna will rectify it. Don't stop doing service. Okay, this is one important part. In previous sloka, Krishna is telling very beautifully. Even though, see, perform your prescribed duty. आप ब्राह्मण तो ब्राह्मण का काम करिए. अब क्षत्रिय तो क्या काम करना है? क्षत्रिय का. वैश्य तो वैश्य का काम. शूद्र शूद्र का. कलियुग में क्या कम्युनिटी ज्यादा है? ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय, वैश्य, शूद्र. कौन है ज्यादा? शूद्र. क्यों? Okay, don't mistake me. Doctors, engineers, I used to call engineers as a ginger water. Ginger water doctors, they're all Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. As per Bhagavad-Gītā, Shudra. Kyun? They are doing bodily, this thing, doctor, Very few Kshatriyas will be there. You take the whole world, that will be 1% of Kshatriyas. Army, police, take all 1%. Brahmanas will be very less. Vaishyas will be very, very less. Very few people do it. Don't speak about that small pant shop with this thing. I'm telling about big shop. More and more people in Kaliyuga are Shudras. Why? They won't think too much. I want to go for a job, monthly I get money, I'm very safe. I don't think anything about it. Business karo bhai, risk zyada hai. So Krishna is telling, do your prescribed duty. आप आपका धर्म follow करो. A small story. There is a washerman. Washerman is having two animals. One is donkey, another is dog. What is the duty of the donkey and what is the duty of the dog? Donkey will carry the old, the cloths, and the washerman take to the river bed, you wash the cloths, evening dry it up, carrying the donkey back and you come back. What is the duty of the dog? Night time it will take care of the house. Okay. दिन में donkey काम करता है, रात में dog का duty होता है. One day, a thief came to steal the washing cloths from this dhobi. Dog है ना? Dog ऐसा देखा. चलो, दो तीन, चलो. Then he slept. Who slept? Dog. Actually, dog was supposed to do what? Bark. How many of you like dog witness? Okay. How many of you like donkey very much? Okay, donkey देखा. Hey, actually, the dog was supposed to bark, but it's not barking. Donkey, my master, his whole day is, struggling hard in the hot sun. He's drying the cloth, washing the clothes, drying the clothes, and taking back to this, and he's pressing the cloth. I'm getting hardly few money. I met one washerman, History man, what do you say? Iron man. Iron man. I told Chaka, my brother, how much money you will earn in a month? How much? How much you earn? He told me a shocking list. स्वामी जी, आपके गांव में कोई लोग रहते, दो आदमी को मैं काम दे सकता, आप लेकर आए. मैं बोला कितना देगा? Minimum 25,000 I'll give. Imagine 10 hours. Yeah, how many? Minimum 25,000 I will give. According to his work, I will give more. Maybe 2%, 25, 50,000. Come say, one lakh internet. How much you are earning? I am earning 5 digits. Minimum 5 digits. No income tax, no sales tax, no, nothing. आपको sales tax देना पड़ता है, income tax देना पड़ता है. इनको कुछ भी नहीं है. I was thinking, if ISKCON throw me away from the ashram, I will start ISKCON. Donkey. My master was serving Lord. Then this donkey started making noise. What is the noise of the donkey? At last it will make a sound. How many of you like the donkey song? Aho Dhoni, Aho Dhūva, Bhakti Sangha used to tell a story. Once a donkey and a camel got love. Who knew? Donkey and camel. Then he wrote, my dear sweetie, can we meet today somewhere? Then donkey said, okay. Then both of them are praising each other. Aho Dhoni. Camel saw the donkey and said, Aho Dhoni, your voice is so sweet. Okay. Then the donkey told, Aho Rupam, your Rupa is sore. Now how many of you travel in donkey? Travel in camel? आपको ट्रेनिंग में भी होता है ऐसा? नहीं. It will walk, sometimes it will turn like this also, the head will. You can't take 2 centimeters straight from donkey, camel, it's always curved. This is something like this. Okay, and both of them are discussing. Today, you sing. Donkey told, today I will sing. Can you dance? Donkey told, I will sing today. Camel, you are to dance. जो आपका इच्छा, जो तू बोला तो मैं कर दूँगा. Then the donkey started singing. Okay, who started dancing? Camel started dancing. The whole people get irritated, villagers, this sound, they took a stick and stones, they started beating home, both of them. Like a donkey was making noise, this donkey got really irritated. Now from here, the 2 versions of story will start. Okay. The first version. Suppose, the donkey made noise, the thief left the camels. Now, the Dhobi came to understand that because dog didn't serve properly, donkey did his extra job, the donkey saved his property. Either he will reward the donkey. How will you reward? He will put extra job, right or wrong? तो आज से कल से रात भी तुझे जॉब करना पड़ता है. एक्स्ट्रा ड्यूटी. am I right or wrong? ISKCON में आप अच्छी तरह सेवा किया तो आपको क्या मिलेगा? पैसा नहीं मिलेगा. क्या मिलेगा? हाउस सेवा मिलेगा. ऑफिस में भी ऐसा है ना. प्रमोशन का अर्थ क्या? पहला तो दास है, फिर दासाना दास है, दास. आप घर से नहीं तो एक लैपटॉप देगा, कार देगा, ड्राइवर देगा, 2 बॉडी कर देगा. क्यों? कहाँ जाता है, कहाँ आता है. Version number 2. If he really saw the thief part, he got really irritated. He take the stick and started beating who? Donkey. So Krishna is telling in Bhagavad-Gītā, don't do others' job. If I speak in my English, you do. I do. Why you do, I do, you do. What is the meaning? You do. आपका काम आप करिए. I do. मेरा काम मैं करूँ. Why you do, I do, you do. I do not. So Krishna is telling, don't do others' job. Even though, Even though your job you are doing mistake, don't do it. Just do it. Many times, we may think, I can do better than this thing. I will do like this, I will do like this. Sometimes, others' job looks like very easy. How many of you drive car? How many of you drive on JCB? After temple construction, temple president Jagasakshi was, I want to sponsor your car, vehicle. Which vehicle you need? I told him vehicle, and Prabhuji could never ever. I asked JCB. You don't know. Prabhuji, imagine, Prabhuji, I am going for a preaching in JCB. Whole world will come and say me right or wrong. If I am parking, if there is no parking, take a pit, put the car, close it, and I can park it right or wrong. I like JCB very much. Last week I was in Kollam, I want to do, we are doing that, starting temple construction, Kollam project. So I asked her, why sir? I said, okay. Only we are doing like this, and that's all only, right? I've seen, I did 2 minutes here, still I have right here, How you are doing all these things? You don't want reality. We can serve only for till 40 years, we can drive this recipe. After that, no. Last, I feel so much of pain in the back, still I have this part. Just only 1 minute I drive. It's very tough. Sometimes it looks like, the car, but when you drive, then you can understand. Similarly, everything's like this. So it is easy. It looks like others' job is very easy. It's very tough. Better you do your prescribed duty. In that, don't show hesitation. I can do. That's why many people start business, they fail in the business, right? Because they are not businessmen. If they start business, they fail. Because they are Shudra, or they may be Vaishya or Brahmana. Brahmana should do Brahmana job. What is it? Brahmana duty is mentioned in, sloka. Austerity, tapasya, read scriptures, explain to others. Easy job. Last week I was in Markava, our company was going on. Retaining our company. It was so hot, just I went to the opposite shop and I juice. He asked, Swamiji, shall I ask one question with you? Listen, Swamiji, आपको मैं देखा है, एक दिन आपने फोर्ड कार में आया, जैसे तो का ब्लैक कार में फोर्ड में आया, ठीक है। और एक दिन आपका इको अनाराम वेहिकल में आप आया, ठीक है। और एक दिन अपने जीप में आया, आपको पैसा कहाँ से मिलता है? What answer I said? और इनकम टैक्स चेतन तो नहीं है ना, okay. So he's a no na. Then I told it's very simple. You just leave your job, come and join with us. You'll also get all these things. No, Swamiji. No. Better I drive my old bike. I'll be happy. I don't want to come and join with you. And as such बोलता है, you just resign your job, सबको छोड़ दो, आश्रम में ज्वाइन करो, आपको सब मिलेगा. नहीं कुछ. Better I live like this. He knows I think this loka. Better I follow my dharma. I do not come and yeah, it's really, it's not an easy job to become a brahmana, depend upon Krishna and live. It's not an easy job to become a kṣatriya, take the gun or sword and go and fight with the enemies. It's not an easy job, start a business. It's not an easy job to become a kṣatriya. If you don't have that flavor, you can't serve properly. So many times, many places, they are telling, here in Shastra it is mentioned, do not listen from non-devotees. Non-devotees say, मुझसे कुछ भी नहीं सुनना. But you can come and say, अंदर आइए. Okay. रामायण में अच्छा एक story है. Dasaratha Maharaj, one day he proclaimed, actually one day morning he was doing his dressing. How many of you do Shika Alaka? Shika Alaka. Let's go right neck. But youngsters, they first they put the thing right side. पापा शब्द जाकर ये इधर डालेगा इसको पीछे डालेगा इसको फ्रंट में डालेगा है ना ऐसा ही करते हैं राइट एंड शेयरिंग यहाँ से इधर तक यहाँ से and they do these things right. We do, if we give Shika, they say old fashioned. They do Shika. But one day Dasara was in the front of the mirror. He saw one white hair. How many? One white hair. Then he thought immediately, oh, I become old. Nowadays, let's say 20 years old ago, no, the white hair is coming. And they say, Prabhuji, vitamin shortage. And he decided, I should hand over my kingdom to Lord Rāma. Not Lord, So that day in the court, he told, today I am going to declare you a very important message. He told, I am planning to install Rāma as a Yuvaraj. Some log, Hari Bol, they are enjoying. Then immediately Dasarath thought, it's a little bit embarrassing situation. Suppose I am telling you, so next week onwards, I am not going to come to GIC. Everyone say, Hari Bol. What are they? That was boring there. Once I was supposed to listen my class. That time only I felt your situation, horrible situation. Puro Janam Kadam Bhavam, Suśānt lecture, Sunne ka, I saw it. Yeah. I felt how much it is boring, how you people are laughing, it's making me Dasarath Maharaj was feeling impressed. Then he openly asked, what is the problem with my kingdom? I ruled so many years, what is the problem? Can you say one problem? Nobody dared to speak, but one old gentleman raised his hand. My dear King Dasarath, you have only one fault with you. Because of that reason only, everybody want to change the kingdom. And yes, what is the fault? बोला, आपको एक बच्चा है ना, लॉर्ड राम ऐसा, यही आपका fault. वो लॉर्ड राम का बच्चा नहीं है तो आप ही हमारा राजा है, क्योंकि लॉर्ड राम को इतना कल्याण गुण है, इसलिए वो आपको ओवरटेक कर दिया. वो भगवान है ना. Dasarath was so happy. So this news, he told, tomorrow I am going to install Lord Rāma as a Yuvaraj. Whole Ayodhya was in festival mood. Suddenly one old lady, Mantra, she never ever went to the top of the palace. That day she went. Sometimes it happened like this. Prabhupada, when he was, actually, and many times I used to wonder how Prabhupada trained his disciples. Because I am also trying to train our boys, I say sit here and you stand there. And one day I told Prabhuji, go and give this letter to the courier wala, give and come back immediately. He went, after he came. He said, Prabhuji, you are giving always service, I took some rest. So, nowadays, when I came across Jagasakshmi, he will run away. If suppose I come in, sometimes, because whatever I ask, money Prabhuji, this project, itna. Then one day I ask, why you are always asking money? Money, money. Then one day, Prabhuji came and said, I ran away. He was chasing me. What happened to this? So many tasks are getting. Sometimes that day, accidentally she went to the top of her and she saw the whole Ayodhya is in festival mood. She asked someone, what is the problem? What is the thing? All told, you don't know. Lord Rāma is going to get Yuvaraj tomorrow. We are going to install Lord Rāma as Yuvaraj. You don't know. So everybody said, suddenly she came to Kaikeyi. And told Kaikeyi, Rāma is going to become Yuvaraj. It's a good news or bad news? She removed a costly necklace and gave to whom? Mantra. days it was like this only. When you say good thing to the king, they will give you whatever they have, they will give it to you. Very costly things. Mantra was so upset. She threw away that costly necklace and he's telling, you are something like a moon. When the Rāma is going to come and capture, that time moon will be brightening like so much. You are something like that. Now you are going to face problem, but you are giving me present. Then I said, what is the problem with you? Lord Rāma is going to become Yuvaraj. He loves me so much. Even Bharat loves me this much. Ram loves me so much. Even I love Ram so much. What is the problem? And 10 minutes she spoke. Who spoke? Mantra. Who's finished? He's finished. Just what should I do? Anyway, long ago, आपको 2 वरदान मिला. काउंटेया, क्यों दिया? ये रणभूमि में तूने दशरथ को सकात किया. क्या सकात किया? कैसे सकात किया? She was driving the chariot. That time, what do you say? That the chariot wheel, it won't come out and they put on these things. Chariot wheel बाहर निकले एक स्टे रहता है ना, उसका नाम क्या? That stay टूट गया. So now what will happen? This wheel will go like this. It may come out. वो कैदी ने क्या किया? उसका she took her hand, finger and kept it like this. Imagine wheel is coming and beating. And with one hand she is driving the chariot, and Dasratha was fighting, and he defeated the enemy. And that time Dasratha gave 2 wounds. It's my duty to save her, my husband. If at all required, I will come from later. Mantra said, you got 2 wounds. Now you replace this. First wound, what is the first wound? Lord Rāma has to be banished to the forest for 14 years. What is the second wound? Bharat has to become the Yuvaraj. And they have one special room. That room name is called Obakaha. What is it? Obakaha means? Anchor room. Restroom, like washroom, anchor room. She went inside and she was in after the story, I am not going on. Now, Kaikeyi very first listened the good news from mantra, but what happened to her conscious mind? अच्छा वो बुरा हुआ. इसलिए शास्त्र में बोला है, you should not listen from anybody, anybody प्रवचन देता है, भगवान के बारे में बोलता है, ये सब तो ठीक है. You should listen only from devotees. Otherwise क्या हो जाएगा? हमारा conscious खराब हो जाएगा. Okay, it's very very important lesson. हम हमारा conscious को अच्छा करने के लिए मंत्र जप करते हैं ना, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. conscious को अच्छा करने के लिए मंत्र, वो मंत्र कैकेयी का conscious को खराब कर दिया. Who cleared it? सुमंत्रा आया. सुमंत्रा is chastising. मंत्रा से अभी क्या हो गया? सुमंत्रा आया. सुमंत्रा बोला, आप क्या कर रहे हैं? कैकेयी को भी चैस्टिस किया, दशरथ को चैस्टिस किया. What you are doing? You are banishing Lord Rāma. So, one mantra is polluting the conscious, another mantra is purifying the conscious. Now the whole world is facing one biggest problem is impurity. Organic vegetable, organic air, organic. 20 years before there was no such word called organic. Only in chemistry I listen organic chemistry. I am right about this. Now everywhere you go organic rice, organic ice cream, organic, everything is organic nowadays, Wherever you go, air purifier. इतना छोटा है वो बोलता है air purifier. And the right around. Nothing is purification. Everything is polluting it. कहाँ से है पोल्यूशन? हमारा मन से आया। ये पूरा पोल्यूशन कहाँ से आया? हमारा मन से। महाराज बोला ना, चाइना डिसिप्लिन है, क्या नहीं है? डिसिप्लिन एंड क्लीन है चाइना, तो क्या नहीं है? भक्ति नहीं है। हमको भक्ति है, क्या नहीं है? डिसिप्लिन नहीं है ना। इंडियंस आर लाइक दिस। ओके, wherever we go, they speak. हमारा घर, they speak more about, don't throw plastics in the ocean. Why? मच्छर को, you are eating मच्छर. सब लोग क्या करते हैं? मच्छर करते हैं, they are eating fish. No, they are eating, no, fish will get it. Otherwise, you are going to get so much confusion. So only one people, that is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So this austerity, then, because saha-jaṁ means both one side of this world is full of impure. You clean this house, after 1 hour you come and see, will pollution or not? Will dust or not? इसमें dust आता है ना? One racket को, one sacrifice को ऊपर भेजने के लिए pure, no dust will be there. And when I told you, make a small dust, you won't go. You will go to the different country, become a missile. It has to go to the particular darkness that should be 100% pure. How many scientists are working? Many. How many rackets are going? One racket. उसमें 4-5 To send one racket, how many people are working? Similarly, one soul has to become pure with so many acharyas, so many gurus, so many people, they are working so hard to make one soul pure. So this tapasya is something like fire. In Bhagavad always is mentioned, 11th canto Bhagavad. Our tapasya is considered as a fire. That's why when molten gold, how many of you seen molten gold? Something like it, so brighter. How many of you seen red hot iron? It is something like it. It's not a dull. It's a red. It's I went to TMT manufacturing unit. This going like this. Wow. But it fell on us to finish. Some devotees, they do austerity. They are something like a glowing fire. It's so glowing. That fire, whatever you put pure or impure, it will burn everything. Am I right or not? आप जो डालता है, अच्छा भी डालो, बुरा भी डालो, finish. That's why recently I heard this. Our chanting Hare Krishna, reading scriptures, it is something like increasing that fire, austerity. It will glow again. When we do properly, even unknowingly some impurities goes inside that will burn. That's why I'm telling you. There is always some fault, but if you grow like anything, that fault will be burned into ashes. Rāma Goswami, how many of you heard this name? Rāma Goswami. What was his specialty? He left everything. Beautiful wife, house, zamindar, कितना income है, gold का ही है, पूरा को छोड़कर कहाँ गया? जगन्नाथपुरी गया. Joined the mission of Mahaprabhu. And he was begging alms of the devotees, Bhagavad-Gītā, then they give Mahaprasad. And he thought, I should not do like this. Because if you अपेक्षा मांगिए, सब लोग नहीं देता, थोड़ा लोग देगा, थोड़ा लोग नहीं. कोई देता तो उनको हम respect करें. I should not become like a prostitute, I should not. He went to the dustbin where the spoiled this thing they come and dump, Even cow won't eat that prasada. He will take, he wash it and he eat. Why he did? Acharya said because he is something like a glowing fire. Whatever he put inside, it will go into ashes. ये खराब हो गया ना, इसको कहता हमको फूड पॉइजन हो जाएगा, लूज मोशन हो जाएगा, तो उनको ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. क्यों? So pure. So our purity is something like a fire. You have to increase the intensity of the fire. Chant Hare Krishna, read Prabhupada books, serve Krishna, do preaching, do book distribution, do something for Krishna. This will blow like it. Otherwise we become like a dull. क्या हुआ? और मलयाली तो ऐसे मैच। आप मलप्पुरम जाइए, वो ये भी नहीं करेगा, तो कोई बार्गेन ले तो you become dull. You have to become bright. How many of you saw that Maharaj? This was Bhakti Vigyan Maharaj. What is his age? 78. He is dancing in front of Prabhupada. What is his 78? Whether we walk or not, we don't know. You know, he is dancing in front of Prabhupada and he is jumping. You know, how it is possible? Purity. Even though the whole world is full of impurities, but they are maintaining that purity. That's what Krishna did. Do your prosperity, do your chanting, do your book reading. Just do it regularly, you get everything. You get purity. Hare Krishna. Any doubts or comments? Please. Actually, what is happening is, it's not the sound is going to affect us. Their motive is going to affect us. Okay. When they are speaking with devotion, that devotion is going to affect them. Okay. Actually, sound is recently even Jacksaksham meditation. If somebody loves each other, they won't talk loudly. They speak, the lovers, how they are speaking. The train and all I used to watch before. I don't know how this sound, they are the train goes there, even they become so close now, they don't want to even speak, with the eyes they speak. Am I right or wrong? Yeah? But they get angry, they shout because the hearts are going away. Similarly, the words are not going to disturb. The motive. Suppose your mother is calling you as a donkey, will you get filled with laughter or not? My father used to call me always as a buffalo. It won't hurt us, But somebody else calls you as a buffalo, what will happen? You won't fight with them, right? So the words is not going to affect that. The intention is going to affect us. If the person who is speaking Harikatha or whatever, if we don't have devotion, then his bhava will affect us. The intention is the motto is very, very important. That's why the motivation speaker, they speak normally, but they speak in such a way everyone get, because they want to inspire. The whole thing they are thinking like that, that's why they are getting inspiration. At least time being. So very important, what is our motto? That is going to speak. Why Krishna spoke to Bhagavad-Gītā? To motivate virtue. Right? That's why when we read Bhagavad-Gītā, we are also getting motivation. If we read other version of Bhagavad-Gītā, we won't get motivation. We will get discouraged. Bhagavan and Bhagavan come from Bhagavan. After listening Bhagavad-Gītā, Arjuna went ferociously and fought. What we are doing? That's why the words are not going to be the motive. Why they are doing preaching? Why sannyas is coming here and doing preaching here? The motive, some souls will take this Krishna message very seriously. That's what they do. So that is affecting us. That's why we are not coming.
You mentioned about the fault. Fault is the one. So in general, our lifestyle, we used to find the fault with the others. That's not the fault because we may be proving our points. So the point meaning is different for the different persons. But somehow this is not getting connected and the disputes are so that how we can.
Okay, It's a little bit deep answer. See, the whole world is full of three gunas. I'm telling you a different version. The whole world is full of three gunas. Sattva-guna, Rajo-guna, and Tamo-guna. If you are in a Tamo-guna, you always want to prove that you are right. If you are in a Tamo-guna, what will happen? You always want to prove that I am right. If you are in Rajo-guna, we go for the detail. See, that day you told you will come by 9 o'clock, but you came by 9:15. I didn't spoke anything. That day you told 8:30 you will come, but you came by 8:35. I didn't spoke anything. Then why? If you go on detail all these things, there is no end. If you are in a Sattva-guna, you speak the principle. Now, if you are telling finding fault, suppose I find fault with you. What if you are in a Sattva-guna, what I'll explain the principle. Prabhu, this is a principle. Don't come late. Whatever we come late, others also know you. That youngsters also get inspired by your action late. This is a principle. So what generally we say, could you follow the principle? If I am in a Rajo-guna, what will happen? Detail. You are always late, even last class also came late. Then what will happen? Quarrel will start. In Tamo-guna, we always want to prove that I am right. That's it. So now, if you want to come out from all these things, you have to come to the Sattva-guna. How we can come Sattva-guna? Artificially we can come. By doing devotional activities, by understanding how the whole world is working, through that you have to come to the Sattva-guna. This is the solution. So now, suppose somebody want to prove, I am right. If you are learned Bhagavad-Gītā student means you can understand, he is in Tamo-guna. Don't argue with him. He is right. Right? Dharma is out there. What do you do? Listen. Problems are. Time being you can come out, you can paste pitch and arrange. So like that, you have to find out which type of people we are doing. Otherwise, no end, you will become disturbed and you will be frustrated and you will leave the job. So, okay, we are like this, we are like this. This is the solution. I hope you may have.
In the shloka today, we have discussed the duties of brāhmaṇa, kṣatriya, vaishya. Many years back, there was clarity of who is supposed to do what. That means brāhmaṇa. So these are the section of people. They are assigned this work. They have to do this. Similarly, kṣatriya, vaishya, and shudra. Present yuga, where we are now living our life. That clarity should we go by birth or by doing the activities, wherein we are involved. So my question is probably that see if I am kṣatriya and I am not doing the work what is assigned in the shastras, that is rakshana, but I am doing say vaishya activities. If that activity I am doing correctly, is that okay or not?
The question is very intellectual. If you read the Bhakti history, what it is, as per the Bhagavad-Gītā also, one was supposed, not by birth, somebody is going to become a brāhmana, kṣatriya, vaishya, shudra. By his karma. Okay. Through his karma only, he is going to get classified whether he is a brāhmana, kṣatriya, vaishya, shudra. Okay. Kali Yuga is a mixed. Now you can't segregate, something like a noodles. Now you can't segregate a cabbage, you can't segregate a sauce, nothing is possible. That's why, like we are telling before this AD, after death of AD, year, now 2025 AD. Like that, we used to say, before Mahaprabhu avatar, after Mahaprabhu avatar. Before Mahaprabhu avatar, it was something, there will be some clarity will be there. He is Brahmana, he is Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. But now, next step. I will tell you one example. Pathankot attack हुआ ना, हमारा Air Force camp के अंदर Pakistanis came and and they are knocking each and every door and they are telling the names who is sleeping inside. So they have full detail. In this room, who is sleeping? Sanjeev, Raman. He is coming. What will you know? Somebody is coming. Open, they are firing. This detail was given by one army man to the Pakistan. Okay. So now this guy is a Kshatriya or Shudra. The Shudra took the role of a Kshatriya. That's why for money he did this thing. So now this Kali Yuga, even in the Air Force I can see, show you so many people from Brāhmaṇa community. So now it's very, very difficult to clearly picturize whether he is. That's why Mahaprabhu told, chant Hare Krishna, become Vaishnava. You can't clear all these things. Chant Hare Krishna. In ISKCON, nobody ask about your which caste you are. Till now, nobody asked you. In the any initiation, what is your name, occupation, email, phone number, which caste you belong to. If you are chanting Hare Krishna, become vegetarian, they will accept prasad from your home. Right? They won't say you are Prabhuji, you are Shudra, you are higher Brahmana, lower Brahmana, nothing else. So this is the one good quality Mahaprabhu, Prabhupada. Just chant Hare Krishna. Prabhupada initiated, everybody, Bhakti Sansan initiated, Bhakti initiated. Just go ahead, you are a Brahmana. There is one book called Brāhmaṇa and Vaishnava. It's very clearly explained. So how it is working? Very difficult. In Midnapur is in Bengal. They organized a big campaign against Bhakti Vinod Thakur. What is that campaign is? Bhakti Vinod Thakur is giving initiation to the non-Brahmani and he is giving holy thread and making the Brahmanas. Is it right or wrong? So, this was organized by one of his community, one guru. So, Bhakti Vinod Thakur can go and argue against his guru. So, that time, Bhimpa Prasad, who is Bhimpa Prasad? Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj is not interested. He was a very young boy. He told, Papa, I jata hu. He said, okay, better you jao. Go and argue. In the seminar, he very first day went, first he was glorifying Brahmana. Who is a Brahmana? Okay. And he asked one question. Who is a Brahmana? Body or soul? Who is Brahmana? A Brahmana बोलते हैं ना, कौन है Brahmana? शरीर और आत्मा. If Shari is a Brahmana, if Brahmana dies, who is burning that body, he will get Brahmatya Path. Because he is killing Brahmana. Then who is a Brahmana?
The soul.
Atma is having Satchit Ananda Vigraha, has nothing to do with material. Then who is a Brahmana? All the Brahmanas, then who is a Brahmana? Who is a Brahmana? They are asking, who is a Brahmana? So Maharaj was explaining. Then next day, they thought, first he was supporting Brahmana community. Then he told, who is a Vaishnava? Vaishnavas are above the Brahmana, actually. The 18.42 Bhagavad-Gītā, Samodhamastapasaucha Suśānti ājam evacha jnana vidyana astekyam brahma karma saha-jaṁ. Peacefulness, self-control, austerity, purity, tolerance, honesty, knowledge, wisdom and religiousness. These are the natural qualities by which the Brahmanas work. Okay, what are the qualities? Peaceful, self-control, austerity, purity, tolerance, honesty, knowledge, wisdom, religiousness. Anywhere bhakti is mentioned here? No. If you go and read the Vaishnava qualities, Bhakti is mentioned. So, Vaishnavas are possessing only 9 qualities, Vaishnavas are possessing 23 qualities. 24 qualities. Who is possessing high qualities? Vaishnavas. Who is better? You chant Hare Krishna, you read Bhagavad-Gītā, Bhagavatam, you also become Brahmana. You are more than a Brahmana. So what is the wrong in it? Maharaj Prabhu. Lakhs of people are uttering, they want to touch the feet of Bhakti Saraswati, get the blessings. At last the police team came and they washed the Maharaj's feet. That water was transferred the 5,000 liter water tank and they spread the whole thing. सब लोग को चढ़ना हो चाहिए देखो जाओ full team को चढ़ना हो दिया. Right? So Kali Yuga you can't classify. He is Brahmana, he is Kshatriya. Kali Yuga everybody is everything. Morning you will be Brahmana. After you become Kshatriya. Lunch you become Shudra. You become everything, Ulta. So you can't diagnose this. Chant Hare Krishna. No, you can't do anything. Rāma, you dua karo, and you go. Any questions? Hare Krishna, a small announcement. Last week also we announced Siksha ceremony, only few theatres only we got, more people are pending. So, as much as delay, we are planning to do Siksha ceremony. So, once again, we just we left means we just call them so that we can finalize everything. Please keep in touch with Prabhu. Our website, Prabhu, you get the Siksha ceremony details so that we can go for a Siksha ceremony. Hare Krishna.